Hi. Right. I've been painting this body over the past couple of days, and I've finished. I'm happy with the way I've put together the colours and the patterns. So it's dry enough to give it a light sand. I took woodwork at school, and if this was plain wood, obviously you would sand with the grain. But this is painted, so I've never known it to do any harm doing little circular movements. That's what I like to do. Now I've already sanded this down, so I'm going to just do this lightly so as not to sand it back too much. If you use the right kind of sandpaper, you'll be absolutely fine. This is a 300 to 400 grit, and I like this. I think it's fine. I think it takes just enough off. These pads wear down quite quickly, so you don't, I mean, maybe a couple of bits of sanding and then you'll lose that 300-400 grit, and it gets sort of, it's not as rough then. But I don't find them rough at all. I like them. It's probably my favourite one. We've all got a favourite, a piece in a drill that you always use, a drill bit, a certain drill bit. But this is what I do with the sanding. It's a sanding pad, but you can use any sandpaper. I mean, I'm not young. I'm not as young as I used to be, obviously. And your hands get sore, like gripping things. I don't think I've got arthritis yet, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so I give that a light sanding. And no doubt somebody will say, oh, you can't do that. See, on the edges. But I do everything by instinct, and if it works, it works. I'll try it out, and if it's okay, then I'm happy to go with it. Just go along the body, and then along the back. And I'm going to go outside now, and I'm going to dry this off, and I'm going to go outside and put a coat of varnish on this and leave it, and then sand it back again and put another wee coat of varnish on it. So this is, I've painted this, and there are textures in paint anyway. I like textures in paint. I think it's cool to see textures. Just so you can see it's hand painted, then you don't want it to look too factory made. But I'll tell you something, some of the guitars I've done actually look like they've come out of factory. I've actually got a good finish on them, but I didn't go out of my way to do that. It's just sometimes it's better than others. It's hard work finishing a guitar. I'd rather just paint them. But just say you were in a charity shop and you happen to see this really cool artwork, or even any market or anything for sale, and you would just love it to be an original, you would pick it up and you would look at it and you would be looking for textures and lines and marks just to say it was an original, rather than a print, because a print doesn't give you that same feeling when you find something that's actually an original or handmade. Well, I feel that when I find an artwork. I don't know about everybody else, but if you love art, and I guess if you're watching this video, you will be possibly into art. But you definitely want to know it's an original. If you saw this at a sale, it could be, what if it was the original, or if it was mass produced, then you'd be hoping it would be the original. You'd be looking for all the wee inconsistencies, all the wee lumps and bumps, and there's actually a hair in there that's stuck under the paint, but that's fine. And sometimes wee little creatures get stuck to them, which is a shame. I try to rescue them, but that's what happens. They always fly into the paint when you're outside. Anyway, bye.